This is jolly fun. It's sort of going reasonably well now. Now I've basically worked out what on earth it is I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, it's been not been a bad day today. Someone asked me about how much flying I'd done, and I gave a very vague answer. Partly because I actually don't know. A lot of it was never put into a logbook. But the truth is often more interesting than the made-up stories. I spent most of my airborne time not flying the aeroplane as being a passenger in them. Yes, I did fly gliders. Yes, I did fly powered aeroplanes. I haven't flown since 2006, 2007, when I flew a Piper Cherokee just for a jolly. But what I found myself doing mostly in aircraft was literally being a passenger. If you need to teach pilots, aircrew, how to fly an aircraft, and if we think about something like a Chinook helicopter, if you're going to expect them to go and pick up passengers in a hurry, then you need passengers for them to practice with. And what I always found is if you smiled a lot and pretended to be helpful, you could get yourself lined up as a practice passenger. And it was quite exciting. Great fun. The helicopter plonks down in a field and us lot would rush rapidly towards it while the loadmaster would be waving his arms and telling us to mind the whirly bits that will cut your head off if you're not careful. And we'd jump onto the helicopter. The loadmaster, in the Royal Air Force, loadmasters are normally referred to as loadie. The loadie would tell the pilot, yep, everyone's on board, and the pilot would do something exciting with the levers up the front end, and the aircraft would take off rapidly into the big blue yonder. And we would strap into some awfully uncomfortable seat designed for a Vietnamese midget, and the helicopter would fly about for a while, and then we'd land in a field and we'd jump off and run away bravely, which was fantastic fun. And it cost me nothing. In fact, sometimes I actually got paid for it, which, that's tragic really, isn't it? Being paid to do something fun like that. And we did a lot of sightseeing. You would find someone who was going somewhere exotic with a helicopter. You'd say, please can we come? And quite often they would give us a ride. Sometimes we flew in some interesting stuff. Everyone knows, I don't know, does everyone know? A Chinook is a CH-47 built by Boeing, never mind. A big thing with two fans on it. You can get an awful lot of refugees in them. Great fun, but one of the more fun aircraft that I managed to scrounge a ride in was a C-47. And those of you that know anything much about aeroplanes know that a C-47 is a Dakota, a military version of the DC-3. And that was great fun. Flying in the back of this aeroplane that was an awful lot older than I was. Terrific fun. So yeah, lots of hours in quite a few different types of aeroplanes, helicopters, gliders, sometimes flying them, more often sitting in the back enjoying the ride. But there we are, that's me and flying.